Hello everybody, my name's Joe Summers, and along with my wife Tanya, we own and operate Chilili. When we think about the fall and winter months, we should think about how to protect our fish, because we do not want our pet fish to become prey during the winter. During the autumn and the winter months, we have a lot less coverage in our pond because the plants are either dormant or completely removed from the pond in case of hyacinths or water lettuce, things like that. So there's a few things that we can do to help our fish survive the winter. The first one that's the easiest is just to use a koi castle. Koi castles are just devices that are designed to be put in your pond in a deep part of the pond, and then it actually sinks. So once we place it in the pond, it'll stay put, but it gives the fish a place to go and hide. You can see it's just a tunnel. So the fish feel more at ease when they can get away from a predator. This is good for a bird, if you happen to have a bird that comes by during the winter, or a raccoon, because they generally cannot get 2 or 3 feet deep in the water. So the koi castle will allow the fish a place to hide and dart and cover themselves during the winter. Also gives them a place to hide from the sun, because generally there's no plants in the pond again, and so if they just want it to be in the shade a little bit, then they can go into the koi castle. The koi castle will get algae growing all over it, and it'll be a nice secure tunnel. So it'll make you and your fish feel better. Unfortunately, if we have one of these guys that visits our pond, like we do here in St. Louis, then we have to take extreme measures. This happens to be a mink, and they are native in our region, and they can be devastating to our ponds. We'll show you a technique to save your fish. When Lewis and Clark settled in our region, they were fur trappers. One of the best animals for that purpose would be the mink. In St. Louis nowadays, the mink is not a friend to our backyard pond because the mink naturally lives near water sources, and when he finds your pond, it's most likely during the winter. He comes to your pond because the fish are moving much slower and his natural food sources are less abundant. So he'll just hop right into your water. During the winter, they can clean out a pond in 1 or 2 nights, oftentimes without leaving a trace. He'll chase your fish, pull them out, take them back to the den, and you'll never know that the fish were there. No disturbance in the pond at all. The fish are simply gone. So the only way that we have figured out to have success defending our fish against the mink would be to put the fish in a cage. So you can get one of these cages at Chilili. Each one's made to the size of your pond, and all we do is sink this cage down in the water. The hard part is capturing the fish. We net them one by one, put them inside the trap door, and again this cage is down in the water. And then once all the fish are caught, we go ahead and zip tie the corner flap, and then the fish are in there for the rest of the winter. I try and hold off as long as I can. The mink at our pond at Chilili has come as early as the first week of October or as late as the first week of January. So we oftentimes don't know when he's going to show up. Sometime in November, we'll go ahead and cage our fish here, and then they're safe and sound. I don't think they're happy for the winter being in the pond, but I tell each and every one as I catch them, it's better off than the alternative. I do thank you for watching. Check us out at chilili.com, Facebook, or Instagram.